I beat this guy. It's his excuse. I beat this guy. You know, he's too young or whatever. So I'm never really going to give my full respect.
Canelo said that Crawford's better than Mayweather. What did you think?
He's not lying. He fought him. He's, you know, how can somebody tell somebody that fought both of these guys, you know, that, you know, he know.
Yeah.
If anybody would know, Canelo would know.
I don't know if the rumor's true, but I heard Floyd was talking about coming out of retirement to fight Crawford. Now that's got some panache to it.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, it would be.
I think Floyd will end up taking a loss.
Finally.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Terence Crawford answered his doubters by saying that no matter the opponent, even if it were Floyd Mayweather, critics would still find reasons to diminish him. Meanwhile, Boozy declared that Crawford belongs right beside Floyd Mayweather and Sugar Ray Leonard because he faced everyone in his division and conquered them all. He called Crawford great, plain and simple.
Put him up there with the Floyds, the Ray Leonards.
Put him right there with them all. You know what I mean? They come here and fight everybody. Nobody. He done fought whoever was in front of him, who was in that weight at that time, and he beat everybody. He's great.
Moreover, Bomac McIntyre explained that when speaking of the greatest fighters in boxing history, names like Ray Robinson and Jack Dempsey must always be included. And Terence Crawford also deserves to stand on that list. He stressed that Crawford is absolutely up there among the all-time greats.
Where do you rank him? Should we rank him like that? Is it difficult because, you know, eras?
No, I would say when you say best, name the best fighters ever in the history of boxing, you're going to have to say Ray Robinson. You're going to have to say Jack Dempsey. Then you got to say Terence Crawford. He's up there. He's definitely up.
Furthermore, Zab Judah explained that when Canelo claimed Terence Crawford is greater than Floyd Mayweather, he was not exaggerating. He pointed out that since Canelo fought both men, he is in the perfect position to know. And if anyone has earned the right to make that comparison, it is Canelo.
Said that Crawford's better than Mayweather. What did you think?
He's not lying. He fought him. He's, you know, how can somebody tell somebody that fought both of these guys, you know, that, you know, he know.
Yeah.
If anybody would know, Canelo.
However, Terence Crawford said, "People always search for excuses after my wins. But now, many are finally starting to see they are witnessing greatness, even if it arrives later in my career. I
beat this guy. It's his excuse. I beat this guy. You know, he's too young or whatever. So I'm never really going to give my full respect until afterwards. Yes, you know, it's a lot of people that's changing their narrative. Like, man, y'all watching something great right now, and we not appreciating it. And it's sad to say that we waking up at the tail end of his career. You know, we really didn't realize it until now when he's like doing extra.
Moreover, many believe that while it would be thrilling, they think Floyd could finally suffer a loss and put his perfect record at risk. They explained that Crawford, even at 37 and still undefeated, has the skills proven by his dominant win over Canelo, who had only ever lost to Mayweather before.
The rumor's true, but I heard Floyd was talking about coming out of retirement to fight Crawford. Now that's got some panache to it.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, it would be.
I think Floyd will end up taking a loss.
Finally.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like he'd mess up that record.
Yeah, and I would respect him for it because we know how much he's tried to protect the record. So, you know, take the risk. This is what great fighters are supposed to do.
I mean, it's interesting because people were saying that Terence Crawford should retire because he's, what, 43 and 0? He's like 37 years old. I personally don't.
But he's still got the goods though.
Oh, he's got the goods.
Yeah, he's still got the goods.
Because Canelo was a monster. I mean, had been dominating for a while.
Right.
And like he had only had like 2 losses, one of which was.
Andrew Tate also spoke out, calling Mayweather the greatest boxer ever, praising his precision, intelligence, and his way of winning without ego, pointing to his defense, longevity, and focus on smart paydays instead of chasing knockouts.
I always loved Mayweather. I think Mayweather's the best boxer in history.
Really?
Yeah, I liked Mayweather. I was a huge fan
Best
of Mayweather.
boxer in history?
Yeah.
Ahead of Ali?
Yeah. I mean, Ali's Ali, right? But Mayweather's never lost. It's hard to, he's never lost to anybody. And I liked him because he was so clinical and so precise. And he took his ego out of it and said, I want to have a longer career than everyone else. So I'm going to focus on not getting hit and hitting him. I may not get the knockout. I don't need the knockout. I've won. Just win, clinical, chess, win, payday, win, payday. You were fighting was boring. 100 bill, whatever, 100 mil, whatever. Yeah, boring, cool. Next, win, da-da. He was really smart. So I like Mayweather. Someone.
Paulie Malignaggi said Floyd Mayweather faced proven champions like Miguel Cotto and the young Canelo Alvarez, unlike Terence Crawford's level of opposition, and he argued that a prime Mayweather versus Crawford would have been a legendary matchup on par with greats like Sugar Ray Leonard and Sugar Ray Robinson.
Mayweather, I thought, took on some pretty tough 154-pounders and it was in a young Canelo and a very tough Cotto who was punching very hard from 40 to 54. You know, remember Cotto had knocked out Delvin Rodriguez at 54. He'd still done some damage at 54, and I thought
won a title at 60.
Yeah, and I thought he knocked out Martinez at 60, and I thought he gave Mayweather a pretty good fight at 54. I don't know. I can't say I disagree or agree. I just think that Mayweather, because it's so far away, so long ago, you know, and people sort of start to underestimate the things he did. You know, people talk about Canelo takes his repertoire from the Mayweather repertoire. No, he doesn't. Mayweather fought ex-champions. This guy's fighting guys who will never even smell, may never smell a belt in their life, and he was fighting them. So. You know, Mayweather, even if you're saying, he didn't fight the very best, he still fought champions and ex-champions, even at 47, even at 54. So, I don't know, man. The comparison, listen, Crawford-Mayweather would have been an amazing fight in their prime, just like you insert Ray Leonard.
Trainer Greg Hackett added that Mayweather's confidence, ring IQ, and complete skill set in the fight with Canelo were unmatched, while Crawford looked less dominant, since he was still adjusting to Israel Madrimov.
Of course, you got to give it to Floyd. Floyd at that time, Ben, what's up? Floyd at that time versus Canelo was in total confidence. His skill set, his IQ, you know what I'm saying? Everything he do, he was just a complete fighter that night. But I feel like was up against a lot because he was fighting a guy that we knew something about, but we ain't know too much about. People don't understand how much a fighter could be thrown off by what he don't know. And the reason it throws you off is because you're actually learning about the fighter while you're in there. That's what Bud went up against that night. That's why he didn't look so great. To me, I could be wrong, but he didn't look so great to me because he was learning a lot about Madrimov while he was in there with Madrimov. Opposed to Floyd Mayweather fighting Canelo, and we already know what this is. You know what I'm saying? And it's totally different styles, but I still got to give it to Mayweather. His confidence, his endurance, his speed, his ring generalship, you know what I mean? It's just a lot that he brought.
Shane Mosley said Terence Crawford reminds him of Jose Luis Castillo, the man who once gave Floyd Mayweather trouble, pointing out that Crawford's power, reach, switch-hitting style, and constant pressure could test Floyd's defense and push him into a difficult fight.
I see that I can kind of like equate to, and this I think Crawford would have the edge is Castillo. When Castillo fought Mayweather the first time. And fights like that, Mayweather has problems with Crawford. Because Crawford hits hard, Crawford's very strong like I am. He has all the same long arms, like I said, southpaw right-handed, and he's coming to get you. He don't care about the Philly defense style, whatever style, he don't care about that. He's trying to get you. And he's going to make sure the combination is going to be hit. So you have to either hurt Crawford and get some respect or something. But he's going to be on you. So that would be a...
Robert Garcia said that although Terence Crawford made history as an undisputed champion, in a prime-for-prime matchup, he would lean toward Floyd Mayweather or Manny Pacquiao. Still, he regards Crawford as one of the all-time greats.
Never became undisputed. He's a 5-division champion, but never became undisputed. Never really followed that unification, stuff like that. So I think when it comes to accomplishments, I think he's already done more. In a fight, I probably still pick Mayweather. Both in the prime, I would probably pick Mayweather to win. Just like I would probably pick Pacquiao to win, both in the prime.
Ooh, to beat Crawford.
Yeah, I think so.
Prime for prime? Nice.
Yeah. But is Crawford one of the greatest of all time? 100%. They're definitely.
That wraps up today's video. So tell us, what are your thoughts on this?